Today I'm going to myth bust a very common misconception about adjusting your shuffle dance movements to be lower impact. I hear all the time that people think that if they adjust their movements to be lower impact, that their shuffle dance is going to feel weak, it's not going to feel as fun, it's not going to feel as powerful, and they're afraid that it's just going to be boring. So I'm going to completely break that today, showing you how to still be groovy in your shuffle dance even when you need to make low impact adjustments. If you haven't already seen the first few parts of this series, specifically part 1, I highly recommend going back. I'll review some of the low impact technique suggestions that I mentioned in that video today, but for more in-depth explanation, make sure you go back to that. The first thing we're going to start with before we go to technique adjustments to make things lower impact is the groove. Basically, when you're shuffle dancing, groove is really going to come from the knees, the hips, the chest, shoulders, even the neck and head. And you really want to think of groove the same way that you would be grooving if you were dancing at a club or dancing in a circle with your friends without shuffling. So even though we don't have music on today, that's all right. I want you to just start grooving. Imagine your favorite song is on, or maybe you turn it on beside you. I can't turn it on or I'm going to get copyright issues here on YouTube. But I want you to just groove it out a little bit. So notice a few main components of groove, okay? Firstly, my knees are nice and bent. I'm not grooving up here, right? My knees are nice and bent. Second thing, we're gonna work our way up the body a little bit. You can see that my pelvis is pumping a little bit. So my pelvis moves backward and forward every time I bounce, all right? From there, we see the chest. The chest is moving opposite to what the pelvis is doing. So if the pelvis pushes back, my chest is pushing forwards, I'm coming back to neutral, and the same thing happening, all right? And this can just be really small, doesn't have to be crazy. Then we have the shoulders, right? So my shoulders can be shrugging, they can twist, they can move one at a time, right? So many different ways that we can move and groove. So the first step is get comfortable with grooving in general, using that groove center, and then layer it over top of your low impact shuffle dance movement. So I'm going to give you the example of the running man and the T-step today because we've been slowly working on these through this series. So with your running man, a few reminders of low impact technique. Number 1, no need to lift really, really high in your perch. Keep that nice and low, keep that foot close to the ground, shin parallel to an invisible wall, and allow gravity to do its thing when you are dropping into your triangle. So instead of like forcing your foot down, allow gravity to just drop you down. Pull up a little, drop down, okay? So as I'm doing this now, so here's my low impact running man. This on its own may be a little boring, but watch as soon as I start adding that chest and shoulder and that slight pelvic groove that we worked on before, all right? So mastering the groove, or at least just getting more comfortable with moving that groove center, you can see is something that can turn your low impact shuffle dance movements into something more interesting and still be really, really groovy, even though we're being a little bit more gentle with it. T-step is the same thing. This foot, right? We're not lifting it too high, keeping it nice and low to the ground, staying grounded in our base leg. Okay, if I'm doing this without any type of groove, yeah, it could be a little bit boring. But what I'm gonna do is add that same, on the spot groove that I did before. And I'm gonna do it every time I'm sticking my foot out into my tapping point and then contracting back in every time I'm pulling up. So instead of being stiff, right, I'm grooving with it. You can see the knee is bent. You can see the pelvis is moving. You can see the chest and shoulders getting involved. And this is really chill, right? I'm not actually doing a lot. I'm not hopping a lot. I'm just adding that groove over top of low impact. All right, so just remember, you can still have less effort in your shuffle dance, less impact, but more groove. Take these tips that I've given you today, add them into your shuffle practice. And if you want more information about actually how to groove, how to have more rhythm, how to move in tempo and in time with the music. All of this is covered, including low impact variations for all of the really popular shuffle and cutting shapes movements inside of my footwork blueprint course. This is a full library, not just a library of just a bunch of moves for you to study, but it's actually going to help you understand the anatomy of movements, how to do moves more efficiently so you can conserve energy, so you can use your larger muscles and really get your body and every piece of your body working together so that your shuffle dance can be more efficient, more impactful, more creative, more you. More information on this is going to be in the caption. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.